Yes, so we have another data set. We want to start with our pivot table. So what is a pivot table? A pivot table is a table that would summarize this big table. Look at this table. This table has look at it. I'm coming. This table has, I think it has 1,000. Sorry, it has like almost 10,000 rows. 10,000 rows. Almost 10,000 rows. This table has 10,000 rows. Now, someone asked me a question. I think one of you entered my game and asked he needs a data set, a real world data set that you can actually work on. And I think I have not given a response yet because I know we'll be doing pivots. This is actually a real life something. So what is this data set talking about? And that's the first thing I said. You need to understand your data set. This is a data set for a business. They sell things. So it's more or less like our own Jumia or something. So sorry, I'm coming. Am I recording? Okay, I'm recording. So now this is the row number. The row number. Just the row ID. Okay. Then we have the order ID. Now if you notice by the time you order something, there's going to be an order ID. And it is that order ID that you might be using to track whatever you bought. So there's always an order ID. Even when you go to malls and they give you something, there's going to be another ID. So this is the order ID of that particular order that took place that day. So this is the date that order took place. Now, if this person now, you need to understand this order date. This is the date the person ordered that particular product. Now we have a ship date. There are some products that when you go to Jumia and you order it, they will tell you, okay, you have a date that they will be shipping it for you. So this is the shipping date. So the person ordered on the 8th of November and they're going to be shipping it on the 11th of November. So the ship mode is second class. The customer ID, that is, there's a customer ID given to every customer. So this is the customer ID of that person that is buying it. Of that person. This is the ID of the person. So instead of having the person's name, it's an ID they are giving the person. So and they still have the customer name too. Claire Got. So this is telling us that on that same day, this Claire Got bought another item. Do you understand? This Claire Got bought another item, ordered another thing. That's why it's appearing twice. So now let's see. The segment. Consumer, we have three segments: consumer, corporate, and home office. We have three segments. So the country, I think the whole country is the United States. Everybody's from the United States. Everybody ordering something is from the United States. Then we have different cities. I think it's all the 50 different cities there in the United States. The states the person they are buying from, I think all the whole 50 states will be here. All the 50 states in the United States. So and the postal code of the person, the region where the person is buying from, it might be from the central, the east, the south, and the west. Now, I'm explaining this because I want you to understand how this goes. So now we have the product ID because whatever product you are buying, that product has an ID. So we have a product ID. So all the products, can you see we have different product ID. So we have the category. This is where I'm going. We have three categories. So all the products they are selling in that business, they are into three categories. Either it is in the furniture category, either it is in the home office supplies category, or it is in the technology category. So that business might be selling phones now. So phones is going to be under what technology category. They might be selling tables. So if they are selling tables, tables are going to be under the furniture category. So now subcategory will now tell you whatever what that thing is, whatever you are buying. So some people are selling accessories, appliances. Appliances is going to be under. I think appliances should be under a particular category. I'm coming. Appliances should be under office supplies. I don't know. Yes, appliances should be under office supplies. So we have chairs. Chairs is going to be under furniture. So this particular column is called subcategory. Subcategory. Now you might be buying biro now, and the name of the biro you are buying is here they will tell you are buying biro, but here we have the product name. Product name will not tell us that is it eleganza you are buying, or you are buying big, or you are buying lucky. You understand what I'm saying now? This is just the product name. You already know that what you want to buy is under office supplies. You are buying biro. So what is the name of the biro you are buying? I can buy another type of biro. Some people don't like Leo Smart, they love Lucky. So it might be another type of biro I'm buying. So that's another thing. Then we have the sales. The sales. That is the sales that was made. We have here the quantity that was sold. That is the person bought let's say two quantities of this thing. This person bought three quantities of this thing. This person bought one quantity of that thing. Sorry, two quantities of that thing. And this is where you have the discount. So discount is showing us, okay, maybe they give, there are some cases where you go to the supermarket and they give you discounts for various reasons. So they will notice down that they gave this particular person a discount. And this particular place, I don't know, are they able to generate profit? Okay, I'm coming. Let's call this our unit sale. I want to get something. Okay, so I think this profit is out. This profit is out. So because we have different unit sales, so it's just the sales. This is the amount they made. Okay, sales. So let's take out this profit contribution down. So the profit column is out. So now this is the discount that was given for each sales. So this is the quantity that was sold. So now, so now, um, I'm sorry, I'm coming. Just give me a few seconds. Okay. So now, what is the usefulness of a pivot? This is a big table, and there should be a way I can summarize my data in such a way that I can get the meaningful information that is needed. This table is too big. This is the table your client will give you. That okay, I need this thing from this table. I'm not able to get it. This is what I need. I need you to do something for me. Your client might be saying, I want to get the particular um category that is giving me more money. I want to get the category that is giving me more money. You know, we have three categories. We have furniture, office supplies, and technology. So I want to get that particular product, sorry, that particular category that is giving me more money in terms of sales. In terms of sales, that is what I need. So for every furniture, I want to be calculating the sales made for every furniture. This is the furniture here. This particular order was for furniture. This 261, I will add to this. This is another furniture I will add. This is another furniture. But I can't be doing this manually. It's not okay for me to be doing this manually because we have over 10,000 rows. So when I finish furniture, I'll come back for office supplies. When I finish office supplies, I'll come back for technology. That is actually so that's why there are some things that we can use to summarize our data. Do you understand? So there are some things that we can use to summarize our data, and that is where our pivot table comes in. So now look at the first question they asked us. What is the total sales under each category? Do you understand the question now? For each category, this is how our answer will look like. So for each category, so for the furniture category, this is the total sales that was made for the furniture category. So for the office supplies, this is the total sales that was made for the office supplies. And for the technology category, this is the total sales that was made for the technology category. So how did you get here? Let's delete this. Let's do our own. How did you get here? So I'll come here. I'll come to data. Sorry, I'll come to insert because we want to insert something. So I will insert a pivot table. Have you seen it? Pivot. A pivot table. So the first thing the pivot table will ask you is the table range. That is the table you want to input. Click on this, Control A. So I've clicked on it and I press Control A. So it will select the whole table. It will select the whole table. Then the next thing it's asking us here is that Do you want to put that pivot table that we want to create now? You want to put it on another worksheet, that is on another page, or you want to put it here on this page? Because we are working on this page, I want to put it on this page. So I'll click on existing worksheet. I'll click on what? Existing worksheet. Location, where do I want to put it? I already clicked on it, this point. Sorry, I've changed it again. So let's go back and do it again. I already clicked on one. So from here, I'll click on Control A. That selected everything. So the location is already selected. I'll click on existing worksheet. If I click on new worksheet, it's going to open a new worksheet and put the pivots there. But because I want my answer here on that same worksheet, that is why I'm clicking on existing worksheet. And I click on OK. What is happening now? What's happening? I'm coming. Something is happening. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming up. Ah, pivot table, wait there. Make space and try again. I'm coming. That is a pivot. Oh, there's a table here. Let me delete that. So that's what is given as usual. So I'm coming. Let me try it again. No. Control Shift right, Control Shift down. Okay, that worked. That's because I already zoomed in, so I could not see everything. So I'll do that again so you'll see it. I'm sorry. Let me delete this. So now, what I want to do is I want to insert a pivot. I want to insert a pivot. So I'll come to insert pivot. I'll click on this, Control Shift right, Control Shift down to select my table. I'm clicking on existing worksheet. Existing worksheet. So where do I want to put it? The location I want to put my pivot. So let me put it here. So can you see that generated something for us? So now that generated something for us, this is where we now start inputting our pivot. Now here, everything here, if you look at this, everything here is our headers. That is all the headers on the table. From the row ID, order ID, everything. So now, the first thing that we need, they said, what were the total sales under each category? That is, I need my category. Where can I find category? Where's category? This is category. So I will drag this category. If I bring it to the column, categories are going to be on the column like this. Have you seen it? The three categories: furniture, office supplies, technology. This place is for filter. We'll talk about that filter later. This part is for columns. You can see it's columns. This part is for rows. and this part is for values. Please don't forget values. So now, if I drag that category to columns, can you see what you did? You brought it. If I drag that category, if I bring it to rows, you brought it like this. So they are now forming rows. So if I bring it to values, it has counted all those categories there. It has counted it. That is, it didn't count uniquely. Oh. It didn't count like maybe we have only three categories, but it counted the number of times they are occurring. So because we have 994 rows, that's why we have 9,994 rows. But I want my category here. Then I want the total sales. That is the total sales that was made. So I go to the sales column. Because I want my total sales as values, that's going to be my value. I will now drag that sale to the value column. So can you see it has done sum of sales? So now I want to explain something. I dragged furniture to the row axis. Then I drag sales because sales they are majorly numbers. Majority of the time, those numbers are going to be your values because it's not like you need only one number. It has to add all the sales together. If someone wants to join the class again, let me go back. No. It has to add all the sales together. Now this is because the question was what was the total sales? So for furniture, the total sales was this. For office supplies, the total sales was this. And for technology, the total sales was this. So now, if you look at these values, this section, you did sum of the sales. That is sum of all the sales. You added everything together because it's asked for what the total sales. What if they asked for the average sale for each category? They didn't ask for the sum of the sales. They asked for the average of each category. So on this particular part, I'll just click on this value section. This sum of sales. So I'll come here. I'll come to value field settings. Value field settings. So I can actually do sum of sales. I can do the count. That is how many times the furniture occur. If I do count, look at what it's going to do. So this is telling me the count of sales. This is telling me that furniture in this particular data, furniture, people bought furniture 2,121 times because it has done the count. It didn't do the sales. It didn't count it didn't do the sum of the sales. It did the counting. So office supplies was sold 6,026 times and technology was sold 1,847 times. That's because I did count. So if I wanted to do something else, not count, I'll come to value field settings. If I want to do average, this is average. I can do maximum, I can do minimum, I can do a lot of things. So basically what we need here is either the sum, the count, the average, the maximum, or the minimum. If I do average, and I click on OK, it has done the average. So on average, so you can actually come here and sort it. Look at sort. So I can sort from the largest to the smallest. So technology is the highest in terms of average, followed by furniture, followed by office supplies. But don't forget, our question is what were the total sales under each category item? So I will need to do the sum of sales because it said total sales. So I'll come to value field settings and I'll click on sum. Sum. So this is telling us that technology made the highest sales in terms of sum of sales. In terms of sum of sales, technology is the highest, followed by furniture, followed by office supplies. So that's the first question, and that's one of the things we're using our pivot for. So from this whole table, I've been able to derive this short table. This short table that can actually tell us a lot of things. This short table can tell us, okay, so for this whole table, technology actually made the highest sales. Furniture made the second highest, and office supplies followed. So the next one I'll be talking about, let's delete all this. So they now said, which subcategory of item sold the maximum under each category? We have categories, then we have subcategory. So they want to know, okay, for each category, which subcategory made the highest sales? Which subcategory made the highest sales? So now let me go and insert my pivot. So I can start from here. Sorry, this is not what we are using. I think I already removed this profit column. Control shift down, delete. So now let me just come here. Let's insert our pivot again. Okay, our table has been selected, existing worksheets. Let's put it here. Okay. So now, one thing I used to say about pivot table, you can't be wrong about the way you arrange your pivot table. You can't be wrong, but you can be better. You can be better. Look at this. They said which subcategory of item sold the maximum under each category. So now let's assume I'm taking subcategory first. Subcategory, then I put category under that subcategory. So now it's showing me accessories. Accessories is under technology. Oh, appliances is under office supplies. Art is under office supplies. Look at the way it has arranged it. There should be another way of arranging this that will be better. What if I put category ahead of subcategory? I think this is better. So looking at this now, furniture is showing all the things under it, all the subcategories under it. Office supplies is showing all the categories under it. And technology is showing all the categories under it. I think this is better than having something like this. This is better than having something like this. This is better.
Hello, I don't know if you can make it a little bigger. I can't see anything.
Okay, okay, sorry, I'm very sorry about that. I'm coming. Let me explain that again. So now let me put subcategory ahead of this. Look at what we have. Can you see what we have? We have accessories. So accessories is nice. I chose subcategory first before category. So it's going to be showing the subcategory. Accessories under technology, appliances under office supplies, art under office supplies. This is there should be a better way of arranging this. What if I put the category ahead of the subcategory? I think this is better. So this is giving me the category, then the subcategory underneath. The category, the subcategory underneath. The category, the subcategory underneath. Now they want which one made which item sold the maximum? Which item sold the maximum? So this is going to be in terms of quantity. So I'll come here and I'll pick my quantity. I'll come here and I'll pick my quantity because my quantity is in form of numbers and that is what I want to manipulate. So I'll come here and I'll put it as a value. So it has done all the quantities for you. And it did it as what sum of quantities because we said we want to get the maximum, right? So I'll come here and I will sort it from the largest to the smallest. So for under furniture, furnishings made the highest in terms of quantity. That is, they bought furnishings more in terms of quantity. Oh. That is, they bought 3,563 furnishings. Under office supplies, binders were more. Under technology, phones were more. But what they want to see is that they want to see only one category. Only one. That is under furniture, I want to see the highest. Under office supplies, I want to see the highest. So under technology, I want to see the highest. So instead of having everything, under furniture, I should only be seeing furnishings. Under office supplies, I should only be seeing binders. And under technology, I should only be seeing phones. So what would I do? I'll click on this. Sorry. So I'll come to where I have that particular thing. I will right click and I'll come to filter because I want to remove some. I want to leave some. I want to leave only the one with the highest. I will now come to filter. I'll now come to top 10. This top 10, I'll come to top 10. So now, I want to see only the what? Only the one with the maximum. So instead of having top 10, I will change this 10 to 1. That is, I want to have what? The top 1. The top 1 item. By what? Sum of quantity. Because I have sum of quantity here. So I will say I want to have the top 1 item. If they had said they want to get the top 2 items, you would have put okay 2 there. So because we want to get, they said which subcategory of item sold the maximum. So which subcategory? So we need only one category, only one subcategory there. And I click on OK. So can you see what our answer looks like? Our answer now looks like this. So under furniture, furnishings made the highest. Under office supplies, binders made the highest. And under technology, phones made the highest. Do you understand? So this is what we have. This is what we have. I don't know if anybody has any question.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Hello.
I
Okay,
know.
yeah, I want to find out. Yeah, I want to find out. Before this class, and we were doing sum if and count if and all that. Does it mean now that we can actually use this pivot table instead of those sum if and count if and average and all that?
Yes, thank you very
Okay,
much.
okay, okay,
There are some scenarios where whatever you want to use your sum if and count it for, your pivots will be able to achieve it. And that depends on the way you want to look at it. Do you understand? So now the thing is, at the end of the day, you don't have one way to solving your problems. You have a lot of ways. So it's not like
okay,
you must use this particular method. You just have to be sure that
okay,
whatever method you are using, you are getting the correct answer. Do you
okay.
understand? So
Yes, yes.
for our class now, by the time we start doing our project, if I give you projects, for my last course, I gave them a project. And the project I gave them, I told them just use whatever tool you want to use. Some of them are using Python to generate the answer. Some of them are going to be using Power BI. Some of them will use SQL. At the end of the day, everybody will be using Power BI because everybody wants to visualize using Power BI. But some people might even use Power BI for the analysis. Some people might want to use Excel. So it's not like it's compulsory to use one particular method. And it's whatever method that just comes to your mind because you want to solve a problem. And you're thinking, something should be able to work. And if you can try it and it's working, good. But if it's not working, you think about another thing. So that is the way it is. So we are just trying to teach you all the various methods that you might be thinking of. Then at the end of the day, you might be able to just choose that, okay, this is going to be the best. Do you understand?
Yes, okay. Thank you.
So I'll go to sheet 3. Does anybody have any questions now before we move? Okay, sheet 3. I'm coming. Control shift down. Delete. Let me increase this. Okay. So our next question. So look at the question. The question is which were the top 3 states from each region that made the highest average profit? Highest average profit. So now, can you see the way your client question will be coming? These are client questions. So these are the questions your clients want to ask you. They can't get it themselves. So they want you to help them. So what were the top 3 states? That is the top 3 states from each region that made the highest average profit. So now I want someone to answer the question. Are we going to have the states before the region or the region before the state? Someone should answer us.
The region before the state.
Thank you very much.
The region before the state.
Thank you. Because in this case, and I said something earlier, even if I'm putting the state before the region, not like I won't get the answer. It will just be organized. You can't be wrong about your pivots, but you can be better. I said it. You can be better because it's like you're telling Excel to do something for you. It will do it, but you can be better from the way you arrange it. Obviously, if you want to arrange the whole organization of Nigeria now, you start from the region. Some are in the south south, some are in the north central, some are in the. So you start with those regions first. Then from the southwest, you can now start putting Lagos, Ogun, Oyo. It's not like you now say Oyo, southwest, Lagos, southwest. No, it's not going to work like that. It's not going to be orderly. So now let's go and insert our pivot. Our table range. Let me control shift right, control shift down. I've been able to select that. Let me delete this. Our location now. Let's have it here. Okay. So it said, what were the top 3 states from each region? So let me take region first. Region. Yes, I have the region. So I can bring the state under the region now. Yes, it's better like this. Can you see? For the central, I have all the states here. For the east, I have all the states here. For the south, I have all the states. This is good. It now said highest
Sorry,
average.
please. How did we get here? Sorry. How did we? Sorry, I didn't quite catch how we got this table. Sorry.
Okay. I came to insert. Let me delete this. If I want to get that table, I'll come to insert. You see pivot table here, there's a pivot table here. So to ask you, the first thing to ask you for is the table range. That is where you have your table. So control
Okay.
A. No, you're not
All
going
right.
to. So I have this control shift right, control shift down. So because I want to put it on that on this same worksheet, I will leave it here. So where do I want to put it? I think that particular location is okay. And I click on OK. So that's how we have it. So the next thing I want to do is I want to put the region first. If I put the state, let me put the state first. The state, then I put the region underneath. Can you see the way it is? It's not organized. Alabama South, Arizona West. No, unlike when I have the region before the state, this is better. So it has actually organized it. Don't forget your question. You're always working
Yeah.
towards your question. And your question is
Okay.
that made the highest average profit. So I need profit. Oh, we deleted the profits. Let's do for sales. Highest, let's assume they are asking for the highest profit, highest average sales. You understand? Highest average sales. Highest average sales. So I will change the question format later. Let me take the sales to the values. Don't forget, they said average sales. Average sales. So I'll come here, come to value field settings, and I'll take average. Okay, average. Before you can do anything, they said they want the top 3 states. So I'll come here, then I'll come to filter. I'll click on this top 10. Instead of having top 10 now, they said top 3. So I'll click on 3. Top 3 by average of sales, which is okay. And I'll click on OK. So for the central, Indiana, Minnesota, and Missouri are the highest in terms of sales. Then for the east, Rhode Island, Vermont, and West Virginia are the highest. You can decide to sort this. You can decide to sort it accordingly. So these are the states in from each region that made the highest average sales, not profits now. Let me change this to sales. I already deleted the profit column. So this is how it is. I was able to generate a top 3. So that's
I
that.
have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
We use sales. I thought the question was asking about profit. That's my
No,
only
I
question.
deleted, no, I deleted the profit column. I was the one that generated the profit column myself. And it was actually rubbish. Do you understand?
All right, I understand now.
That was why I deleted it from the onset. I deleted it from sheet 1. And I've been deleting it as I was going. Do you understand?
Understood, understood.
That's just a normal thing. So if it was that the person can't ask you for profit when you have only sales and discount. Only if you can generate your profit using all this. That's only when you can now start talking about profit. And for you to get the profit, you must have maybe the cost and the amount they use in doing it and the amount they sold it. You get your revenue, you remove your expenditure and all those things. So you get your profit. So that on that, we can move to the next one. Um, so now, what is the percentage contribution of each subcategory of products under each category to the total sales? Now, this is a very tricky question. Another tricky question. I'm coming. Let's go and insert our pivot table. Table range. I'm coming. Control shift right, control shift down. Location. Let's have this place. Okay. Now, look at what we are trying to do. What is the percentage contribution of each subcategory of product under each category? So let me pick my category and subcategory first. Category, subcategory. Yes, this is nice. So what is total sales? Total sales. So I need to add up all the sales, sum of sales. So now what they need, you need to understand that what they need is that if the total sales for furniture, if the total sales for furniture is this, what is the percentage contribution of bookcases to that particular thing? What is the percentage contribution of bookcases? It's like now, let's assume, I don't know if you get the question. If you don't get the question, please can you just say something? Okay, like everyone gets the question now. I'll move on. So far we got the question. Okay. Since we have gotten the question now, we want all this in terms of percentage, in terms of the percentage contribution, not just the sales. So what is this their sales, their corresponding sales? What is their percentage contribution to the total sales? To the total sales. And the total sales is what? This, the grand total. So what are we going to do? We come here, value field settings. So it's still going to be under sum, but there's a value, there's something here called show value as what? This particular thing. It was here before. Then you click on show value as. Have you seen the percentage of the grand total? Percentage of the grand total. So I'll have this percentage of the grand total, and I'll click on OK. So this is what everything is telling us. So it is telling us that bookcases is making 5%, chairs is making 14%. By the time I add all these percentages together, everything is going to be 100%. So this is what we have. So this is the question. What percentage contribution of each category of products under each category to the total sales? So by the time I start adding all this together, let me sort it. I love sort it from the largest to the smallest. So by the time you start adding all this together, you get 100%. So this is their percentage contribution. Their percentage contribution. So you might be thinking, okay, what are we doing? What is our client going to be asking us? These are questions our clients are going to be asking. They want to know that, okay, Charles is making like 14% of my total sales. So it's from here you can get it. You can say, okay, envelope is not even making up to, you can just look at this now and say, okay, which one is making the least? I think it's fasteners. So maybe you can just say, okay, fasteners, they are making 0.13%. That's very, very low. Even if you might want to drop some items, you don't want to sell some items again. At least you look at those that are making low sales or they are generating low revenues to your business. So you might be saying, I'm not selling fasteners again. At the end of the day, you're just making very low. So, but if you are looking at something like chairs that is making like 14% of your total revenue, and you want to drop chairs, obviously it will affect your business. So these are where this is where the decision making comes into play. So from here now you
Hello,
can see, I can hear you.
please. Where did we select before we change that to percentage of sales? Is it on the row label or the sum of sales?
I came here. Let me show you again. When you come to this particular point, come to value field
Okay,
setting,
okay,
then you come to show value as. This show value as, then you come here and you show that percentage of grand total. Percentage of
okay,
grand total, and click
okay,
on OK. So that is where we selected it from. So this
okay.
is where you start,
Thank you.
because at the end of the day, when you finish your analysis, you make decisions for the business. You make decisions for them, because from here now, you might be tending, this their question is actually maybe tending towards something. Maybe they want to reduce revenue, they don't have money again, and they want to look at maybe the items that are generating more money, so they can actually remove those items that are not generating money from their business. So from here, if you want to start recommending things for them to stop buying or to stop selling, sorry. So you can start telling them, okay, you can stop selling envelopes, stop selling labels, or better still, Not like they're generating, not like they want to reduce cost, but they want to know those items that are not generating money. What can we do? So you can start telling them that because fasteners are not generating more money, you can start maybe doing advertisements for fasteners. So people will buy. Do you understand? People will buy. So you can start telling them that there are some products that need advertisement oh, that need to start advertising. Or you can tell them that for fasteners because maybe you can start running discounts for fasteners so people will buy. You know, these are where the decision making comes into play. So it's not like just generating the numbers. You generate the numbers and like you see, data does not lie. This is data. It will not lie. So if you are generating anything for a business and you are not doing it according to data, it's an opinion. Oh. It's just an opinion. That's your own opinion. But whatever you are generating, but you are giving them um whatever data is saying is fact. Because data will not lie. So you are generating something from them from their data, from their own data set. So and that is fact. So this is not based on lies. This is based on facts. But if this is just something you are just thinking that you're just looking at, I think it is here that will be selling the most. You are just thinking. It's an opinion. It's not yet. It's not yet a fact. So let's go to the next sheet. Now it's getting
I think the major issue is how to know what to select at a particular point in time. Then also that going back to that sheet 4, sorry. So if you want to convert it back to value, how do you go about that?
it's
Assuming
still
you were not you mm,
okay.
okay, go ahead.
Let me go back to sheet 4. So in case you don't want it like this, you want it as a normal thing, right? You want it as a normal sales. So just go back to what you did earlier. Instead of having percentage of grand total, the first thing that was there was no calculation. That is, don't calculate anything for me. Just put it the way it was before. No calculation. Can you see? It has done the no calculation. It has
Okay,
generated the sales.
okay.
But if you want it as percentage of grand total, you can just come here, percentage of grand total. Then some people will tell you that I want to see the sum of sales and I want to see the percentage of grand total, the two together, right? Some clients will tell you something like that. They want to see what the sales is and they want to see what the percentage contribution to the grand total is. So instead of having just one sales at the value section, you bring the sales two times to the value section. Do you understand? You bring the sales two times to the value section. So the sales is appearing two times. So the first one is appearing as no calculation, and the second will be appearing as the percentage to the grand total. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. So now look at this. Look at this. I'm coming. Let me change this question to sales. Or let me just use quantity. So now, which customer made the lowest quantity in the home office segment in each state? In the home office segment in each state. Now, I'm not doing for all the categories now. I want to do for only home office segments. You must be very, very careful. So now let's insert our and let's see what we are trying to do. He said, which customer made the lowest in each state? So will I have customer before state or state before customer?
State before customer.
Thank you. So I'll be having my state before the customer. So it's better that way. It's not like we now start having all these people one by one. I will now start putting the state underneath. So they will just say Mr. Ahmed, Lagos. Mrs. Anoluwako, Lagos. It's not, why can't we just have Lagos and we list out all the people underneath? I think that one is better that way. So so the first thing I want to do now is what customer made the lowest quantity in the home office segment in each state. So I said we have the state first, right? So let's have the state. Let's click on the state. This is better. Then we click on the customer name. They say what customer, which customer, sorry. So for Alabama, these are the customers in Alabama. In Arizona, these are the customers in Arizona. Nice. So the lowest quantity. So let's have the sum of quantities first. The sum of all the quantities each person made. But don't forget, they said the lowest. They want to get the lowest person. So for each state, they want to get the lowest person. Don't forget. So I'll come here, I'll filter. I'll click on that top 10 because they said they want the lowest. The lowest now, I will not take top again. I will not take bottom. Bottom what? Mr. Anoluwapo. It's going to be bottom what?
So, Mr. Sorry, sir. They are asking for in the home office segment.
Yes, we are getting there. We are getting there. I'm still coming there.
Okay.
Mr. Anoluwapo. They said they want to get the lowest customer, right? The customer that made the lowest quantity. Is Mr. Anoluwapo there? Miss Elizabeth.
Is one.
Okay. Thank you. So bottom one. Thank you. In terms of the sum of quantities. So now, why is this showing a lot of people here? It's showing a lot of people because these people made the same number of what? They made the same number of quantities. They sold as in they bought the same number of quantities. They are all one. That's why it is coming out like that. You need to understand. Now, for our last question, don't forget they said the category must be what? Home office. So it's a way of filtering out only home office. So that is why we have this filter tab here. I will now take that category to the filter tab. Have you seen it? I will take that category because it's under that category I can see that home office. I will take that category to the what? Filters. Filter tab. So I will now come to immediately I drop it here, I will see a filter tab here. I will now click on this. I will now click on only home office. Sorry, it's not under category. There's a category called I'm coming. Segments. We have something called segments here. So I have to click on only home office. Home office. Because that's the only segment I want. Home office. By the time I do that, I've been able to what? Generate all those people that are the lowest in the home office segment. That are the lowest in the home office segment. So that is the answer for that. So for the next one,
Sorry, can I ask a question?
yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm thinking out loud.
Yes.
Is it possible to have the segment also in the instead of using the filters, using it after the customer name?
I don't know. I can't get what you're saying, but let me just. I have the segment. Now I brought the segment out and I have it here. It's just going to be showing. But what we need, what we need is that we want to filter out. I say this is showing for everybody for all the segments,
Okay.
but they want for only home office segment because they want for only one. We are not dealing with everything. Then we will be using our what? Our filter. Don't forget the meaning of filter that we discussed that time.
Okay.
I'll bring in this segment to the filter, so I'll be able to choose only home office.
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So now for the next one, Find the sales made. Okay. For the next one, sorry, this is not it. Find the sales made in each quarter of 2016. In each quarter of 2016 for all the regions. Use order year as a slicer. Also show how to create a pivot chart within all those things. Just wait. We'll be dealing with the first one. Let's deal with the first one first. So now for this, what I want to do is that every year is divided into 4 quarters. You have the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. The first quarter is January, February, March. So they want to get that for the first quarter of 2016. For the first quarter of 2016, what was the total sales? For the second quarter of 2016, what was the total sales? For the third quarter of 2016, what was the total sales? These are business questions they are asking. So what are we going to do? Let's go and check our dates first. How does our dates look like? The other dates. If you look at this, let me add the filter. I have how many dates? I have 2015 here, I have 2016, I have 2017, I have 2018. So this data is showing from 2015 to 2018. So now they want only 2016. Okay, fair enough. So let's go and insert our pivot. Control Shift right, Control Shift down. So our location is okay. Okay. Now, to find your dates is in the proper date format. Excel, all these tools, they are so intelligent that they immediately or automatically help you divide the dates into quarter, monthly, weekly. You do all those things. So now, look at what I'm doing. Is that for all the regions, right? For all the regions. So now, I'll take the other dates. I'll bring it here. Once I bring it here, have you seen it? It has arranged it like in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. So now, if you look at this, the year is there, followed by the quarter, followed by the month, followed by the day. That is the way it has arranged it. So if I open this up, I can open it up. In 2015, this is the first quarter of 2015, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of 2015. If I open this is the first quarter of 2016, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So now, I'm only interested in 2016, right? So I'll bring this here. I'll bring it as a filter. Once I'm bringing this here as a filter, I'm not choosing 2016. The year is now as a filter. Is not a filter. So now this is the quarter of all the years. That is January, February, March of 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Because I've not selected only for 2016. So I'll come here and I'll select only 2016. So once I do that, I've selected only for 2016. I've selected everything for 2016. Don't forget that they said find the sales made. So my sales sum is going to come as a value. This is the sales. And don't forget they said the region. The region. I can bring the region here. But if I bring the region here, I will not see that region. I brought the region here as a row. But I will not see that region until I open all this up. I open it up finally. Once I open it up, I will now start seeing East Central because it is down. It is down. What can I do? Instead of having it like this, I can arrange this very well. Instead of having this region on the rows, why can't I put it on the column? Can you see the way it is now? So for quarter 1 of 2016, in the central region, this is what I have. In the east region, this is what I have. In the south region, this is what I have. In the west region, this is what I have. And this is the grand total for 2016. for 2016. This is what I have. I don't know if that is if you understand what I'm trying to do. Sorry, what I'm trying to do. Now I can start opening this up again because quarter one is divided into quarter one
Yes.
we have 3 months, right? So if I open this up again, I can now see what happened in January, February, and March of 2016 because this is only for 2016. If I want to open, okay, I don't want to see quarter one, I want to see quarter two. That is April, May, and June. So this is what is happening in April, May, and June. Now I want to see what is happening in the October, November, and December. This is it. That is quarter four. Don't forget now, he said this is a filter. This is a filter. They now said something. I'm coming. He said they want the other year as a slicer. The other year as a slicer. So if you go to your insert, there's a place called slicer. What does slicer do? It's also performing the same function as our filter. So instead of having filter, they want to use slicer. So how does slicer work? Let me remove this year that is under this one. If I remove it, this is going to be showing for all the years because I removed the 2016 now. This is showing for all the years. Now let me insert a slicer. And I'll put the other date. I'm coming. No, I don't want it like this. I'm coming. Let me delete this. Yes. So immediately you put on the slicer. At the underneath, because there is a date. I said earlier, Excel is very intelligent. It's able to say, okay, this date I want to generate the year, the quarter, or the month. So if you look at it, the years for the other date is already generated here. So I'll click on
So
it.
please, how did you insert the slicer? What did you get to insert the slicers?
You come to insert. Once you come to insert, you see slicer here. Slicer. So once you get to
Yes, sir.
insert, do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
So I will see the years. So I'll click that year as the slicer. So have you seen it? I've been able to. So I will now click on 2015. So this is actually now slicer will show you. What if I don't want to see 2015? I want to see 2016. This is 2016. This is 2017. I see it is changing 2018. Do you understand? The slicer is showing for everything. What if you want to see 2015 and 2016 together? You just come here because you want to do multiple selection. 2015 and 2016. So this is combination of 2015 and 2016. It is only for 2016. I will just select for only 2016. If I want to see for 2016 and 2017, I can select the two. So this is what is happening. So now, with the use of slicer now, you can make your chart interactive in such a way that your client might be saying 2016 and you're showing the client 2016. It's not like, I want to see what happened in 2017 too. So with the use of slicer, and you've used 2016 like this, and your client is saying, no, it is 2017 I want, you just click on 2017 and you remove 2016. What if your client now says, I want to see what happened in both 2016 and 2017? You can select the two. So this is what happened in 2016 and 2017. So this is what he now said something. He said, also show how to create a pivot chart. They want to create a chart using this. So let me just generate all this. I'm coming. And you come to insert. Let us insert a chart. There are different charts we can use. But we'll still talk about visualization later. Visualization is like a new thing on its own. So let's just select something. So let's select this. Because it is like it's across the years. Line chart is always good to show what is happening because it's to show the trends and what is happening across the years. So now I can see that, look at it, it has generated a chart for us according to this. So if you look at it now, they are telling us that blue is for the central region. This orange is for the east region. This gray or ash sign is for south. and this yellow is for west. Now it's telling us that majorly everything is increasing as we are going from January to December. So why is everything increasing as we are going from January to December? Majorly, maybe the festive period, people tend to buy things. People will be saving from January to maybe November and buy things during September. If you look at it now, for the first quarter, it's always going up. People are always buying, and I know people are always broke in the first quarter of the year because they would have celebrated Christmas. These are these are actually inferences. These are actually reasons you'll be giving clients because from your choice you'll be able to generate the reasons why this is like this. Or you might say, okay, for this particular period, January, why is it that for the central region, it is still quarter one that is low? For the east region, quarter one is low. Because, and it's happening everywhere. December would have spent money, January will be broke. It's always like that. And those are things I look out for when I'm actually analyzing something. Because I know September, December, everybody, October, November, December, people want to buy in preparation for Christmas or something. And they would have bought by January, they are broke. So they don't even have any capacity to buy again. So what can you do? You can now start running discounts in January. Maybe if you run discounts in January, people will start buying. Those are business decisions. Do you understand? So this is a chart. So the chart is showing us the way it is moving. The way it is moving. So from here now I can actually see I want to see only the central. I want to see the chart for only central. Sorry. We'll still talk about visualization later. So I want to see the chart for only central. Can you see this is the chart for central? So what if I want to see the chart for all the months? I don't want to see for only the quarter. This is quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. I want to see for all the months. If I start opening this up, if I start opening them up, I'm showing the months. So far you are showing the months to be showed here. Can you see the way our chart is now? But it's not like it's not well arranged. But this is the way it is. There's a spike for the east region in September. People started buying like so high. So you will see the way the chart is. But if I don't want to see it, I can start closing it up. So I want to see for only the quarter. I want to see quarterly. And this is it for quarterly. So we can go to the next one. Do you have any question?
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Please, what's the basic difference between the slicer and the filter?
Now
Just trying.
with the slicer, you can make your chart more interactive. Do you understand? Once you are done with your pivot chart, this is gone. This is how your chart will look like. If I've used a slicer now, that thing is not there again. I would have to bring it out for me to now start selecting or doing something. But with a slicer, I have it here already. I can just start, the way I'm clicking on it is making it interactive. Can you see my chart is changing? Do you understand the difference now? Are you with me, sir?
Yeah. Hello.
Sir?
Yes. So generating the charts. So after doing the pivot table,
Yes.
you generated the charts with what? Sorry, I'm just having the poor network, so I'm not really
You
able to
come to
follow
insert,
properly.
and I was able to generate. We have a lot of charts here. Look at the chart. So I generated the line chart. I just click on this.
Oh,
I
okay.
draw this out.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
But you highlighted the chart before you went to insert.
Yes. The chart will be highlighted. Then you just click
Okay.
on it. So for the next one, we can move to the next one now. Let me delete all of this. Let's change this profits to sales. So let's have this. I want to finish this class as early as possible because I want to, because I put up the gen, I want to compress those videos so I'll be able to send it. So then the next thing I want to do now is look at the next question they asked us. Find the sales made in each year. Each year. Find the sales made in each year for all categories of products. That is for all the categories of the product in the East and West region. So they only want for the East and West region. So what are we going to do? Let's go and insert. Insert a pivot. Our table starting from here. Control Shift right, Control Shift down. Location. Let me choose this side. Okay. Yes. So now the other date. Let me select the other date. Yes, each year. This is better. Each year. And they said for all the categories. So let me take categories. Categories, yes. But I want to put my category here. So it will be very good. Furniture, office supplies, technology categories is here. So then he said find the sales made in each year. Sales. Sales as what? Sum of sales. That is okay. So this is the sales made each year. But don't forget, the last thing is in the East and West region. So I have to bring the region as a filter. So if I bring the region as a filter, I'll click on select multiple items because I want to be able to select East and West. So I will click on East and I'll click on West. I'll say okay. So it has selected for East and West. So do you understand what just happened now? Or have I performed magic? Anybody that does not understand what I just did, please stop.
Please come again. Thank you.
Please try and come again, please.
Okay. So I'll do it again. Let's insert. Insert, pivot, our table range, Control Shift right, Control Shift down. Okay. So now, it said find the sales made in each year. So I will have to bring the other date. Other date. If I want to choose, the region. Sorry, they said for all categories, for all the categories. So all the categories are needed. So I can bring, I would love to bring the category as a column. I don't want to show the category under this because there is even no relationship between the years and the category. They are two entities. You know when you're talking about categories and subcategories, those ones, they are related. So the subcategory can be under category. But this one, we are talking about the year and another one is the category. So two different things. In some cases, you might decide to put this year on the column axis and the categories on the row axis. It's still going to generate the same answer. But if I find the sales made, so this sales will come in as what? A value. So it will do sum of sales. If they had said find the average sales, you would have done average. But they said sales, so it means the sum of all the sales. So now the next thing is they have a filter condition that is for the East and West region. So it's not for all the regions, only for the East and West. So I'll be using my region as a filter. The region here will be brought in as a filter. Why am I bringing it as a filter? Because I want to select only the East and West. So here, if I select East, it's going. If I select West too, East is gone. I can only select one. So that's why I will click on select multiple items. Because I have two things I want to select. I want to select the East and the West. So I can actually click on both the East and the West. Both of them are selected now. Then I'll click on OK. So I've selected this and I've clicked on OK. So I can now say I've highlighted this because the next question they said is create a histogram for the same pivot table. So I want to create a histogram. So come here, then we'll come to chart. This is Let's do this. Yeah, he said an histogram. So let's look for. Yeah, I think this is more or less of what we have. Coming. Okay, this is not working. This is working now because we have different categories. So now this is an histogram for 2015. This will happen in 2016. This will happen in 2017, and this will happen in 2018. We have all the legends here. That is, for furniture is blue. So for office supplies is orange, and technology is green. And these are the sum of sales. So we can say that the highest sales was for technology in 2018. Technology in 2018 made the highest sales. So followed by in 2018. In 2018, generally they made large sales in 2018 compared to 2015 and 2016. So I can see I'm already generating answers already. So from your chart you can easily see a lot of things. So that's it. Any question? Any question? Nobody's asking questions. No question. Oh, there's a problem.
I want to ask question, but I don't want to slow down the teaching,
Okay, okay. What's the question, sir?
because how you that is it bar chart I should call it or stuff.
Yeah, that's the pie chart.
That bar chart, see all the
All the what?
then you just
I didn't hear your
there's a
question.
frame for the bar chart up there, right?
Yes,
But
yes, there
the
is.
thing is kind of tiny.
Yes,
This sum of sales.
there's everything. There's charts.
Yes,
The chart
that's
there is
exactly. The network is kind of breaking down. Okay, there's options there. Okay.
so